Hey, I'm Jason Miles, and today I'm going to perform a couple of tunes and tell you a little story based around my one-man show, The Extraordinary Journey of Jason Miles, a musical biography. Tells you many stories and music tied in with my 46 years in the music world. And I'm going to start off today with doing a song that won a Grammy for me for producing Sting off the album A Love Affair, the music of Yvonne Lins. It's called She Walks This Earth. Oh, she's a soulful flower in the garden. She's bobbing in the sunlight, flirting with her eyes. Oh, when she walks by, I see up in the colors. She's moving like an angel, trailing butterflies. Oh, give me water, oh, give me inspiration. I wanna speak now, but I can't find the words. So unforgiving is my infatuation. Now that I know she walks upon this earth, she walks this earth. Yeah. Oh, I am restless, I'm burning with desire, and every other heartbeat I beat just for her. I see her smiling, full of my emotion. Well, this is no illusion, but how can I be heard? Oh, give me water, oh, give me inspiration. I wanna speak now, but I can't find the words. So unforgiving is my infatuation. Now that I know she walks upon the earth, she walks this earth. Give me inspiration. I wanna speak now, but I can't find the words. So unforgiving is my infatuation. Now that I know she walks upon the earth, she walks this earth. She walks this earth. She walks this earth. Okay, well, it did get a Grammy, and it was a beautiful moment, but to get there took me 8 years, and a little story just about the whole thing where luck in life means a lot. You got to be a little lucky, man, you know? And I think that sometimes it comes in with the experience. You know what they say, luck is experience meets readiness. So one night I was in the Power Station studio. It was June of 1991 and end of June. And I was in with Marcus Miller and Chaka Khan, and we were making a new Chaka Khan album. It's coming out great. And late at night, it was about, not really late, but about 10 o'clock, the phone rang, and the assistant engineer picks it up and goes, Miles Davis is on the phone. And Marcus Miller standing there, who's the producer, goes, all right, here, I'll take it. And he goes, no, he wants to talk to Jason. And we're standing there looking at each other, and Marcus was saying, you know, I can't believe I turned Jason and Miles onto each other, and now they're like best friends, man. What did I do here, you know? And we're laughing, and the stuff was coming out great. Chaka was a blast, of course, to hang with. I've done a few projects with her in the past. And Miles said to come over to his house, man. He goes, you got to come over and hear this music I got here, man. You got to come. And I go, okay, I'll be done in like an hour or something like that, and I'll take a walk over. So it's Friday night, and we're done for the week. And so I take a walk over to his new house on a new apartment, actually, a duplex on Central Park West. And it was beautiful, man. And he was getting ready to go to Europe, and he was getting ready to go and do that, you know, Gil Evans Sketches of Spain with Quincy Jones. And when I walked in, he was great. Joe Gelbart was there also. They were painting. And he said to me, man, listen to this cassette, man. And I said, okay, listen. And I stopped immediately. And I said, I know who that is. It's Yvonne Lins, man. Yvonne, I know Yvonne. And wow, he writes the best music. He goes, I want to make an album of all of his music, man. And Quincy produced it. And I want you to do stuff with us on it and everything. I'm going, really? And he goes, yeah, man. When I get back, we'll talk more, man. Okay. So I just left it over there, you know. And so he got back from Europe and everything after the whole thing. We spoke for a brief while, you know, because we were involved in a couple of other things. He was going to let me use some of his artwork on a project. And so the next thing I know, I'm in Marcus's house, still working on the Chaka Khan record in September. And the next thing you know, a phone call, and it was Miles's nephew, Vince Wilburn, who was telling Marcus that Miles had a diabetic stroke. And the next thing you know, Miles is gone. And it was a mind blower, of course, for everybody. But the reality was that I started thinking, you know, that tape, that Yvonne Lins tape, man, something's up. And I ended up calling Yvonne and telling him just how much Miles was digging the music and everything. And he felt really great about it. And I said, you know, I'm going to be in touch. There's something up with this thing, you know. And I came up with the idea about let's do these songs and put like vocalists on it and write English lyrics and do stuff like that and introduce your music to all these different people that maybe wouldn't hear it because it's sung so much in Portuguese. And he thought it was a great idea. For 8 years, I pitched this record to everybody, man, every label, 3 times. Jason, oh, you're great. We love your stuff, man, but I'm not interested in this Yvonne Lins record. You know, it was like same story. Every major record company guy just passed on it. And what happened was that, you know, one day I got a deal for one of my other projects, for my Weather Report project. And after I finished that project, the label, Telarc, was so happy with it that they wanted to know if I got something else I want to do. And I pitched them the Yvonne project. They were also like, oh, we don't know if Yvonne can sell any records. And I started telling them, hello, this is not going to be an Yvonne Lins album. It's an album of his songs done by all these great artists. And he goes, like who? And I go, well, like Chaka Khan and Vanessa Williams and Grover Washington Jr. He goes, you bring us back some names, we'll go and we'll do this deal with you. I go, okay. Well, I had this song, She Walks This Earth, which wasn't She Walks This Earth, it was Soberana Rosa. And I said, man, Sting has got to sing this song, man. It's an amazing song. And I ended up getting his number and calling up Sting at his apartment, because you're only one person away of separation so many times in this business. And half my friends played with Sting. So, you know, they knew that he would be no problem with giving me his number and everything. So I called and I spoke to his assistant, and she was like, wow, a wonderful project. And I'm going, yeah. She goes, I'm going to get a hold of Sting. We'll be back in touch with you. I go, okay, well, I kind of left it there. But then the next morning they called and said he loves it and he wants to do the project. And I was like, whoa. So we set it up for September when he got back from Italy. And we went in the studio, man. And Sting was wonderful, man. He had a great time. Michael Brecker played on the track, amazing solo, and Marcus Miller and Vinnie Colaiuta. And the next thing I know, we get a call that we got a Grammy nomination and another one for Grover's performance. So we go to the Grammys, and there they go, among some heavy competition like Stevie Wonder and Don Henley. We got the Grammy for Best Male Pop Vocal with Sting. And that's the story of She Walks This Earth. It's a lot longer than that, but I'm cutting it short. And as we segue into that, after I got the Grammy, I got a call from RCA Records, who wanted to know if I'd be interested in producing Gato Barbieri. And I was like, really? Gato's one of my favorite artists, man, ever. So I went and I had a meeting with Gato, and I brought up all of these vinyl records with me, that had all Gato's albums, a stack of them, man. He was like really impressed. And I played him one of these songs that I had that I wrote just for him, that an A&R guy passed on a while ago for him. And I played it for him and he loved it. And the next thing you know, man, I'm in the studio with Gato about, a year later. We're making this album called The Shadow with a Cat. And the album got a Latin Grammy nomination and it won Billboard Latin Jazz Album of the Year. I was very proud of, man, because Gato was one of the greats, man. What a sound. So I want to play one more song for you, and it's called Bliss. And it's a song that I wrote for Gato. I wrote a few of them, but this one was the one the record company guy turned down, and Gato ended up loving it. So it's called Bliss, and I'm going to play it for you right now. That was Bliss. And comes the end of my short set to give you a little taste of what my one-man show is all about. And I cover many stories of many great artists, from Luther Vandross and, of course, many Miles stories, many Luther stories, Chaka Khan, Whitney Houston, all the people I work with. I've got very unique and personal stories, and it's all built around music and stories. So there you go. Have a good one. Thank you.